Students from 6 of Israel's 7 universities were invited to hear President Obama speak. The 7th, Ariel University, sits in a settlement which was left out. The students at Ariel are outraged, but Washington insists the settlements are an obstacle to the peace process. CCTV's Roee Ruttenberg has more.
Oren and Ilana Wenner and their 4 kids live in Hashmonaim, an Israeli settlement halfway between Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. The Wenner family moved here 2.5 years ago from the U.S., but are indifferent to the American president's visit.
If he saw what actually is considered a settlement, he might not look at them the same way as he had before.
But that's unlikely. A stop at the settlements is not on President Obama's schedule. That's because the U.S., along with much of the world, doesn't recognize Israeli claims to the disputed territory lying beyond the so-called Green Line, an area Israel occupied after the 1967 war. That includes more than 150 other settlements, where 5% of Israelis now live. The U.S. wants the area, the West Bank, along with Gaza, another strip of territory, to serve as a future Palestinian state.
The problem, as the U.S. sees it, is that the settlements just keep expanding, and Washington says that's an obstacle. But the settlers see themselves as a vital part of Israel's security, a buffer to an otherwise vulnerable border.
Ezra Hirschberg lives in Neria, where 24 new homes are currently being built, perhaps ironically, using local Palestinian laborers.
We're working together here in harmony. There's no problems. It can be done.
But there is one problem. They can't live here.
They can live there and there and there and there and there and there. What's the problem? They can't. They have flourishing cities here. There's no problem. I don't see the problem. Right here, no, they cannot live. It would be a breach of security.
Security is the issue that Israel repeatedly cites to the U.S. when discussing the possible evacuation of settlers. But Mother Ilana Wenner, who voted for Obama the first time, but not the second, says the U.S. president doesn't understand them.
It's not like we're some outpost in the middle of nowhere with no running water, running electricity. We actually live here and we have lives here. And if you decide, okay, this is not part of Israel, we're going to give it back, where are we supposed to go? What are we supposed to do?
But without coming to the settlements in person, the Wenners might not even get to ask Barack Obama those questions at the end of the day. Roee Ruttenberg, CCTV in the West Bank.